Well, that's what you get with with the Cactus Cult. He streams about his cactus and other games. He's not an Astoneer streamer, but he does play Astoneer. Right, let's get this show on the road. Oops, just fell off the chair almost. Right. Right, start a new game and let's get going. Let's hope we get a good landing. What was that we just flew over? Ooh, shiny. So I'm going to turn the sound up on this a little bit. Right. Oh, look at that. Boom. Straight next to a battery. Happy days. So we're going to talk about things like free stuff. We're going to talk about survival. We're going to talk about... What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the location of things. We're going to talk about research points. We're going to talk about lots of things, really. I think more importantly, it's what you in the chat want to know. Now, personally, I don't like using tethers because I think they get in the way, but that's an individual choice. So I'm going to play this whichever way you guys want. Clayton Red, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? You need to update your about. So the first thing I'm going to do is just have a quick look around, see what's around. So we've got some clay, compound. We've got free battery, that's nice. Make sure you do. Make sure you do. I want to update my text, you see. Right, hang on. I'm supposed to be teaching people to survive, and I'm just starting as if it's a new game. So who's in the chat then? So we've got Rabbit, who's an experienced player and likes to spoil it for people by telling them things that don't work that they're trying, which is never a good thing to do on a stream. Hashtag just saying. And people like to work these things out for themselves, so just remember that. Who else is in the stream? We've got Clayton, who's also an experienced Astoneer player. What we got down here? Nothing. Right, so we've got the battery charge, that's nice, put that on. For some reason that's really loud in my ear. I can't seem to turn it down. If I turn it down one more, it goes off. So 2 is really loud. Let me just mess about with the audio. Okay, so we'll go into the audio mixer. That should help me, should it? So that's turned Astoneer up. Can you hear that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm dying. Right, okay, so desktop audio is now gone completely. Why can't it, what's going on with the desktop audio? Desktop audio, come on, come back. OBS? Is that the one? There we go. There we go. Turn that up a little bit. Astoneer. Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of issue with the sound. Can you? Yep, I'm sure you can hear the music, right? You can't hear Astoneer. Oh my goodness me. You can see my little mouse going up and down there. I've got the music back. What? There we go. So you're doing it again. I haven't even got buggies yet. People might not even know about the buggies, might not even know about the tractors. Right. Right, you can hear Astoneer now, right? Yeah, we can hear Astoneer. It's probably quite quiet. So let's one moment before we will get there. Right. There we go. You should just about be able to hear Astoneer. So wow, how are you doing? How are you getting on with the game? You enjoying it? Good. How far have you got? You can hear me, all right? Right. Hoping you can hear. Good. So we can take the oxygenator. So you get 3, when you press this button here, you get 3 things that land for you to use at the start. You get an oxygenator, and what this does is it gives you oxygen. So pop that in there. As you can see, I've got a little blue line here. That allows me to go a bit further out. Not too much further, but a little bit further. But what it also does, it allows me to attach the platforms. And if you watch this, for those that don't know, when you connect them, you've got this little blue line. That's oxygen. So the yellow is power and blue is oxygen. That means basically any blue line is serving you oxygen. So now I can go even further to that. So whereas before I could only go a little distance, I could now go much further. Okay. And then this is a printer. Now if you've done the tutorial, you will have already done printers and stuff. But if you don't know already, there's a little arrow here. And basically what that means is whichever way you put that on, if I put that onto the right spot, you ready? You have to put it on the middle. It will automatically line it up so the printer prints out this way. So if I take that off, disconnect it, and then turn it around, drop it down, write that on there. I put this on here. It needs to go on the middle one. You can see it's now the 2 little nipple bits sticking out at the top are going out the other way. So, but I like it to be the other way. So there you go. Whack that on. Boom. There we go. See ya. So, where were we? Just going to lay this down here somewhere. So that's your very first part of your base done. So the other thing I like to do for survival is to find the nearest source of resin, which is just there, and dig some of it up. So I'm going to do a soil canister first. Now soil canisters you should have learnt of in your tutorial. Let's just get a bit of soil. I'm going to go back and get some oxygen. Okay. Head back out. You may have learned about the flatten part of the mod as well. Which is that. I'm doing it on a controller, so it's left shoulder button. I think it's on the keyboard, it's CMV, I think. Is it CMV? Yeah, CMV. So when you flatten it out like this, it just makes it look prettier. Okay, so I'm running out of oxygen, so I'm going to make an oxygen filter. What an oxygen filter does, it fills up your back, your oxygen back up, which gives you a bit of time. So recommendation is to always have it set on oxygen filter and always have a bit of resin in there, just in case you get stuck. So I've got a nice bit of resin there. So Rabbit, please can you sort of hold off? Hits me Germany, yay! Guten Tag. Yeah, Rabbit, if you just hold off, let me explain. Because you're just going to confuse people. So what I think you're trying to say, you can use drill mod for more options, yeah, but we're at early game, remember? We've literally just started, and I haven't got any experience points, any bites. So I can't make an oxygen canister yet, can I? I've only got 83 bites. There's no way I can make an oxygen. What have you got the game on? It's me Germany. What have you got the game on? PC, is it stream? I normally only play with followers and subscribers, to be fair. That wasn't me trying to get you to follow me. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. If you had it on Xbox, I would come and join you straight away. Oh, stretch. Oh, hang on. Right, so bearing in mind that we've only got 83 bytes, there's not a lot we can do with drill mods and stuff. So we're just going to keep to the basics. No. That won't work. Not on the dedicated servers, no. I don't care about your phone. Like you don't care about cactus. Right. So what's this down here? It's just nothing. There's nothing there. Let's go and get some research points. So I like to get research points without using the research chamber, but one of the things that they teach you to do on here is to build out a research chamber. But in order to do that, you need to have medium printer. They don't. Yes, you do. Where is it? Where is it? Right. Going blind. There it is, research chamber. So you need to have. Oh, it's already unlocked. But you'll need somewhere to put it. So medium. Where my brain's gone? No, it'd be there, wouldn't it? Should we do it on yeah, it needs to go on a large platform, doesn't it? Which needs 2 resin. God, it's been a while since I started fresh like this. Have you got a dedicated server then? It's me Germany. If you've got a dedicated server and you whisper me the details, I'll happily jump on. Free stuff! Free stuff! Yay! That's it, I'm set now. Game over. Just need to find a work light and we're good. What's down there? If you want to join that up, just use the flattening. And what I like to do is just to join it back up with this one. Done. Okay. 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 So we can just go down that way. So really the first part of the game really is try and get resources and to get research points or bytes, so things to research. So look down here. So the ones down here give you a little bit more research points, not a lot, but a little bit more. No, it's not very good. Not a very good cavern, is it? In fact, it's positively rubbish. Let me get back to back to the top, back to base. Right, so we found a little cavern down there. There's not really much down there. It's always the best place to go and get research is underground. But I'll show you some other tips to get research as well, or research bytes. So I'm going to do it without a research chamber, because it gives people different options on how to do it. So there's two options. You've got the forests, or you've got the mountains. So we're going to head over to the mountains because they're quite close by. But whenever you see any research, just grab them. I'm just going to pull that out there. So these things here, you've got one here. That's a research item. These ones you need to put into the research chambers. Another one up there. Just drop them over there for the minute. Rather than waste a piece of resin, I'm just going to fill back up here. Right, so I'm going to head up the mountain a little bit. And Rabbit is right, an oxygen tank would be really good right now, but I don't have the resources for it, so that'll come in later. But yeah, whenever you get the chance to get an oxygen tank, get it. But it's quite expensive. I think it's about 2,000 bytes to get one. So it's not an easy thing to get early game. And there are other things that you might want to spend your bytes on before that. But yeah, it's very useful to have. Jump. So we've got some graphite there. I've only got 2 bits left. Look, we're going to have to use that now. So we've got some graphite. You hover over it as well. It normally tells you what it is. See, these ones here give you 37 each. So it's a little bit more, 46, 30, so it's a bit different. This here is malachite, which you melt into, or smelt into copper. Oh, there's a bit of a hole down there. I don't want to fall down there, do I? So sometimes if you want to get across these sorts of gaps safely, you can just literally do a very quick and dirty bridge. I don't know where these have come from. Oh, what's that mean? Did I do that? Or was that just like procedural floaters? I'm starting to run out of resin. I've seen some on the mountain, but it's quite hard to drill for on the mountain. So we go. So at the moment I'm just looking for research and for some more resin if I can find it. So what's over there? So these are down pods. You normally get tethers. Sometimes there's a little small horn in them. I've only got one bit of what's that there? I missed its power. I'll come back for that later. So I'm going to head back towards the base because I've only got one bit of resin left. And obviously that's my emergency resin. Just going to use my last bit of resin. Should be enough to get me back to base. There we go. So some people like to just grab all of the resources as they get them. I'm conscious that there is a big drop down there, so I'll take the safe route. There we go. Right, I'm going to go back and look at the chat now. Germany's fine. Well, I mean, if you're in Germany, Germany's fine. I've got one in Germany. I've got one in the UK. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. I can't make it out of the soil centrifuge because I don't have the soil centrifuge and I don't have the bites for it. You're way ahead of everyone else. Right, let's go and get some more resin. Where was that pile of resin that I just... See, the problem is I cut it out so tidily that I forget where it is. Oh, it's just there, look. Is there any more there? So you can also see, look, you can see it's telling me that there's some more resin. So I'll just dig down a bit. I should find some more. There's lots of it here by the looks of it. There you go. I like to do it quite neatly. I don't like to just mash the earth up because you can. The other thing I like to do as well is use this as a ramp to go down under the ground. And if you use the flatten mod, it actually pulls out quite a lot, quite quickly, as you can see. So I'm just going to tidy this bit up here. You can see there's a bit of compound there now as well. Running out of oxygen, but that's okay, I don't need to panic because I've got some resin on my back. See, no panic, no stress, no worry. As long as you've got resin, you're good. Top survival tip, emergency resin. Always, always, always have a bit. Frankfurt's fine, yeah. Turning out to be a pretty good ramp. See if I can get it tight over that side as well. You go, some more resin there. Bit of time wasting, but I'm going to do it. Do it with purpose. Don't just mash it all up. I mean, this does look mashed, but there you go. So some more somewhere. Is it that way? No, it's probably right underneath me. Oh, there it is. Found it. Right. Going back to here and checking the chat. You can whisper it to me if you want to. But I think it takes a little while for it to boot up. Trying to get it in the hoop. Oh, get a bullseye. No, about there. Yay! Right. Right. So I've got 4 bits of resin. So I'm going to head over to the woods here because another top tip for research is to head into the woods. Now, the ones in the woods don't give you much individually, but they're normally in sort of packs of 3, 4, or 5. So that's like 60 odd there, or 60 plus. Get rid of those for a minute. We've got 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a research item there. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 there. So I'm running out of oxygen again. I don't need to accept your friend request. You can whisper to me. Another one there. So look, really kicking out the bites just by coming to this one woods. And I'm not too far. If I go back on myself and got this little hill here, you can see where base is. So as long as you know which way to get out of the woods, you should be fine. So the other sort of thing you can do as well is if you just raise it up just a little bit like that and then flatten it and just do that, you can tell you've got to go that way, and then obviously you'll see there. So from over here you may not be able to see the way home, but you can see that little white square that I've made. It's always quite useful. So just in this spot alone, I've done probably, what, 300? Oh, 1,000. Done over 1,000 already. Oh, I just accidentally pulled that one off of there. So there's loads of research items in here. Top tip as well, if you use a controller, even if you don't normally use a controller, but if you use a controller when you get to the ones that are underground, let me just do me, oh, I've got ages yet. If you press the right trigger, it pulls it from under the ground, so you don't even have to dig it up. So I like to do that to move them out of the way, so it focuses on these. There's another one there, look. So I've got 2 more left after this one. There we go. So if you did want to get a research chamber, you could quite easily. Now there's ways to cheat. You can dig all the way down to the core, and there's a few things you would need to do before that. But you can dig down to the core. You can go and get this special resource called Astoneer. You can bring a load of it up, and you can set it up so it just auto feeds into into a research chamber, but I don't find fun in that. For me, the game's about exploration and survival, and it's not just about mashing out and getting it all done as quickly as possible. That's not what I'm here for. So there we go. I think we've got a fair few research points. No research chamber, just heading out to the nearest woods or the nearest mountain, grab the pods and research them there and then. Don't worry about bringing them back. And by doing that, we were able to get just under 2,000. So yeah, are you on the Discord? There we go. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is get some more resin, because that's what I need to make the platforms that I'm going to need for the next bit. So fortunately there's a lot over here. Now normally I wouldn't bother grabbing resin from the top, from the surface, because I think it's destructive, but for the purpose of this save I'm just going to do it. So I'm just going to... Haven't got me flattening mod. I need me flatten tool. There we go. You have to be careful. If you've got a full backpack, you have to move an item out of the way so it drops the oxygen filter into it. So I'm just going to leave a little pile of organic over here, because organic is going to be quite useful in a minute. And you'll see why. But I've only got two bits of resin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig up this stuff here, and I'm going to try and dig down into that tunnel. So actually, the dig is useful. So, how much have you played the game? It's me, Germany. Have you just started, or are you playing it for a while? 25 hours, right, okay. And that's on Steam version or on the Xbox version? Steam. And the server that you've built, has that got your save on it, or is that just a new save? Oh, right, okay. Find the resin. Digging a great big hole now, which I didn't really want to do. There you go. So we found our way through to the tunnel, which is what I did want to do. So I'm just going to cover that over, just so we can join this up. Pretty sure I just saw some more. So there's loads of resin over there, look. So let's go and grab that. Let's put that down. Put that down. And grab this. There's loads of it around here. But I just want to get this now for just to build some build some platforms. Oops. So I'm going to leave that little bit sticking out because I noticed some there. Oh, hang on. There you go. How many we've got? That's it. That's all I've got. Oh, what's that there? More free stuff. Yay! Power. Power to the people. So it's run, jump, grab, drop. 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 There you go. Right, so let's get some platforms made now. Oh no, he wants me to dance. Ooh, where am I going to do that? Okay. Okay. We're doing it. It's not going to look as good. I don't like having the blue line on me, so let's just move that out of the way. Is that going to work? There we go. Right, so I need to get the music going, don't I? What's that one? I hope you can hear the music. Don't need to carry packages. I can't make them yet, can I? The only reason they're here is because we've got an event on. It's not even worth talking about them yet. Are you ready? There you go, it's enough dancing robot. He left anyway, I think. Right. Get the music back down. Right then, so where were we? We were about to make some platforms for stuff. Right, so I always like to lock the platforms so you don't accidentally pick them up, especially when you've got quite a large base. It's really easy to accidentally pick up a platform, so I suggest you always lock it. But I'm just going to do that so we can start to shape the base around. I'm just going to flatten this out here as well, just give it a little bit of an extra area. Don't like it when it goes white, but that's all we can do. It won't be today because I'm jumping on with Kizzy later probably. So I'll be streaming now until probably sort of 6:30. Then I'll have a break and I'll be playing with one of my friends or one of subscribers on the channel. So maybe in the week sometime. I'll perhaps message you and we can jump on the server first and see how we get on. Yeah. Would that work for you? So one of the first things I want to open is a large platform B. No, I don't want to be admin on another one. I've got 3 already. Thanks for the offer, but so I'm going to open up platform B, and the reason I want platform B instead of a platform A is because the platform B has little wings on the edge, so you can use it to put storage on and things like that. Yeah, I'll just send you a message. Yeah, once. So what's your time zone? Is it? It must be what, 6:45 there. Is it Central European time you are? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'll probably give you a message maybe tomorrow if you're around, or just hit me up on Discord. Yeah, so I don't bother with those. I know they're already unlocked, but these are only 500, and actually they're much more functional because they have those little things on the side. So I'm just going to unlock that one. And I'll just make one and then I can show you what it looks like. So as you can see there, if I move it out of the way, if you look at an A, you can see the blueprint there compared to a B. So an A and a B are the same, except you've got those bits on the edges. And that's great for putting storage on. So I think one of the early things that you can do to keep your base relatively tidy is to get 500 bytes, open up the large platform B, and get one printed. I probably wouldn't stream it. Not yet. I don't know you well enough to stream it with you. Get to know you first. Oops. But it sounds like a lot of fun. Right, okay, so at the moment I'm just relying on the power that's coming from the shelter, which is okay because I'm not in any rush. So whilst that's doing that, I've got a few bits of resin left, so I can go out and have a look around. I think I can see, is that compound over there? No, it's not. It is compound over there. There you go. Yeah, it would be a bit of fun, wouldn't it? Let's see if Ree's about as well. Just going to get a couple of bits of the resin from here. Nothing too much. Just a little bit. Yeah, 3's enough. Grab this whilst I'm here. Don't need that copper just yet. Although, no, I don't need that just yet. It's not copper yet, it's called malachite. And you need to use a machine, a smelter, to turn it into copper. And then I can use that to make a work light. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create something that you would have created in the tutorial. you've done it. I can pop that down here and just connect this into the another top tip coming up if you didn't know already. Let me just put those organic. So organic powers the generators, but I've already printed that out now, so I don't need to turn the generator on. So I'm just going to drop that down here and then do that. There we go, so that's our second platform, ready for the next thing. So what is the next thing? Well, I would suggest probably I should go into here. Snouting furnace. So ideally, with the exception of the large printer, because you don't really need that just yet, I would go on to the third option, which is this one here, which is the medium printer. So you've got your backpack printer, small printer, medium printer, large printer. So I would go to the medium printer because that's the one that you've got, and skip the large printer, but print these two out when you can, right? And you can't do the second one until you've done the first one, and I'll explain why. So I'm going to open that one up because it's only 250. Job done. And it needs, I think it's compound and resin. There you go. So it needs 2 resin, 1 compound. Now I don't know if you had to make this in the tutorial, whether it was already made. I think it was already made, wasn't it, at the little mini base. I just added some power to that because it's daytime. Just wait for that to happen. So the other thing I can do to get a bit more power is, as you can see there, it's asking for organic. If I click on that, if I had organic on me, which I do, it will automatically load it up. You don't have to open up your backpack, grab that and put it on there. If it's got a blue little thing on there, you can just literally hit it and it will load it up. There you go. So 25 more minutes. Actually no, 28 more minutes. So if there's anything that you guys want to know, not that there's many there. Oh, there we go, so that's that done. Like that on here. Right, so the next thing to build is another platform. So I need 3 resin. So where was the resin? Where was it? It was over this way somewhere, wasn't it? Is there some over there? Yeah, it looks like some over there, doesn't it? This new draw distance feature is really, really good. Don't forget to pick them up. Oh, I ran off without there being much oxygen, so let's just I'm just going to do the same as what I like to do normally. Oh, that's not it. Doesn't seem to be much there, does there? If you've got resin on you, make sure it's on oxygen filters. So as long as you hit it just before it hits suffocating, you're good. You're good to go. I've only got one left. One left, no! Right, so let's find some more. See if we can find some more resin somewhere. I mean, there was some there, wasn't there? So should we dig out that a little bit more? In the hope that there's some more there. It's showing there's more. There it is. It's a bit deeper down, isn't it? It's a shame because I have to dig a hole. I don't like digging holes. Once you take it away, you can't put it back. Don't forget that, people. It will never go back the same way. That's what I meant. Obviously, you can put it back, but so actually anyone in the chat, because I'm just like playing the game from scratch again and really wanted to sort of help a few people out, but I guess there's no one around. Thinking maybe loads of people got it for Christmas or something, but maybe not. There's quite a bit here. There we go. Right, so let's get out of here for a minute. I'll just drop one of those there. So I know that there's a bit of resin there. So I'm just going to drop that one on here for the minute. Right, what have we got? We need, I think it's, oh that was right, we were going to build another platform, weren't we? Let's do a platform B. Get some power, some added power. Like that on there. Oops. It's actually quicker just to put it in your backpack and then just click it like that. So we've got clay there. So clay's going to be quite useful now because I can do a drill mod, but that's later game. You don't need a drill mod right now. Drill mod is for getting through tougher surfaces. But as you can see, there's only 5 dots on there, so it's not that tough. I'm not going to touch any of the event stuff because that will all go away soon. So was this resin as well? Oops. No. There's nothing else there apart from debris. Wow. Boom, there we go. So I'm just going to flatten it out here a bit. Oh, let's turn off the... It's always good to turn off the generator if you're not using it. It saves you having to go and dig up more organic. So I'm just going to flatten... Oh, that's not how you flatten. Just going to flatten this out. Got a bit more room. Now, some people just like to flatten out a whole base area first. But, just like to do it as you go, as you need it. Try and find where the line is. Found it. Touch just there. So if I just go in a straight line out this way. Yeah, it's not quite it, is it? Not too bad. Right. So there we go. So let's just get the next thing on the go is a research. I don't want that one. What am I doing? Oh, it's here, isn't it? So after the smelt and furnace, soil centrifuge. Now this is quite useful, but you need aluminium for that one. So aluminium you find in a material or resource called laterite, and you can only get that underground on this planet. So I'm just going to tidy this up a bit. So that's the start of the base, really. So we've got a couple of options for going underground. I think we did something down here, did we? So there's something happening here. So let's just extend this one out. So it looks like there's a way through there. So let's just have a look at this. Is that a tunnel down? Looks like it, doesn't it? So I'm just going to take that down this way, like that, because then you can go down and have a look relatively safely. And there you go. Have we got any? Looks like you got a broken. Yeah. So there. Make a little ramp to go down. Probably off of that angle there. See what goodies we've got down here, really. So you got, oh, here you go. Oh, you got some spherolite, which is makes zinc, and laterite that makes aluminium. Oh, and another laterite there. Look, perfect. Is that a working one? No, it's not. And you've got a nice green. Ooh, what's that over there? Wow. Let's get rid of that compound. It's quite awkward to look at it in here. Covers up your face. Oh, hang on. There you go. So I'm just going to scan that. You should put that on a research chamber, really. You get more for it. But oh, boost mod. I'm going to take that. I'll come back for those. Right, I'll come back for that. Right, okay. So is there anything working on that? No, that's a broken one. That's broken. Oh, look. So that over there, that blue stuff is laterite. But I've just picked up some that's already been mined, so I might as well use that. Also, now I've got a furnace, I can get some copper. And copper is quite useful because you can use it to make a light. And a light underground is pretty essential. So let's get some power going, and then let's get this laterite going. There we go, and we'll turn it on. And I'm also going to put the spherolite on there to get some zinc. And whilst that's cooking, I'm going to go back down the tunnel and get the other stuff that I missed. Didn't have enough room. Oh, was it over here, wasn't it? Yeah. quite like the extenders, especially when they're free. So, oops. What the? Didn't mean to pick that up. There we go. Right. Just grab that, take that up there. Put that up there. There we go. Right, okay. So extenders are quite useful for extending things around the base. So just to give you an idea of what they look like, I can just grab that, put that out here, and I can join that to that, and I can put... There is another way to do it, but I'm just going to show you the basic way first before we go to the advanced way. If I was to put power on here, which I haven't got any, it would light up. But the other way to do it is if you put it on your shoulder, like this, okay, and you press either V, because it's on your right shoulder, or right shoulder button if you're on a controller, it will automatically put down for you. It's probably too far actually. That's about right. So you walk around here and go, right, I want one there, I want one there, I want one there. Oh no, one out. So I can go like that. Like that. There you go. As you can see, there's an arrow. So that's the direction of the current. Which is quite useful to know. I've got some more there, look. Yeah. So let's just put them on here. Again, just we're going to run that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can do them further apart, but this is just for demonstration purposes. There you go. And then what you can do is you grab on hold of them and move them backwards and forwards, turn them around, twist them, and get them to where you want them to go. So you might decide that you want that one to be a little bit straighter. And do that. Might want that one to go around a bit more of a corner. Do that. I'm just faffing now, aren't I? Just faffing. Oh, well, it's all twisted up, look. There we go. Just whack that one over there. Boom, and then whack that one there. There we go. So it can be quite useful. So let's say you had some kind of solar, a crashed solar array or something over here. You could use the extenders to power your base by going back the other way. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. So obviously we've got tethers, but I tend not to use tethers. So I'll only use tethers if somebody asks me to. Right, let's go back down here and get some more aluminium. So I'm just going to make a pathway through here to make it a little bit easier. It's quite hard to get a flat surface without a flattening mod, but that'll do. Right, so in here we've got compound and we've got laterite. So I'm going to try and just get some of the laterite if I can. A bit trapped then. Now, did I get all of the? Yeah, I did. Oh well. Going to have to use an emergency resin. So just taking that off to make space for it. You can put it back on. Get rid of that. And then just make that a bit flat down there. Okay, and then back up. Right. There we go. Up we go. So now I've got aluminium. I bet I need compound as well, don't I? So I'm going to move that power over to here for the minute. Another thing I see people do to make the floors not messy is just to make resource holes. So there's a hole in the ground where you just put your resources. It's quite effective, cheaper than storage, and you can cover it up and paint it later. So you can either just do one hole for all of your storage or one hole per type of storage. So the next thing I want is a soil centrifuge, which is 1 aluminium, 2 compound. Now we just had some compound down here, down the ramp. So let's just go and grab some. A bit here, look. We take that with us as well. And no. Oh, what? Why am I full? Oh, I didn't drop that off, did I? So another thing you can. I thought I put that all into the storage, but I guess not. Right, let's reset. Let's go back. Let's go back. Right, where's the resource? Oh, here we go. Actually, no, I'm going to put it straight onto the furnace. Use the mouse a little bit because there's a few of them. I'll tell you about power cells as well. So power cells are temporary resources that fill up batteries and you can use to charge things and power things, but they don't last very long. It's always worth picking them up if you've got the space. But I wouldn't rush to get them back to the base or anything like that because they are temporary. Quite useful in an emergency if you ever need power to make a oxygen filter or something like that because you've run out of power. That's always useful. I just want to get that out of the way because it's just screwing me over a little bit. Right, so let's just get some. Get some compound. I think I've got enough now, but what happens is it will obviously fill up what I can take, and everything else will just drop on the floor. It will stay there. One more. They've all got different sounds. I'm going to leave that down here. Don't need that now. I'm probably going to leave one of these here actually, because I probably need compound more than I do aluminium right now. So I'm just going to take that compound up. There we go. Up we go. Oops, no, that's not how you go up, is it? Right, there we go. So the other thing as well that I like to do is if I've got a half-used oxygen filter, don't just keep wearing it, because it'll just, when you're away from the oxygen line, you'll just use it. Right, so we want compound and aluminium. So let's grab a piece of aluminium, and then we can get the soil centrifuge. So this is it. This is all you really need. I mean, a small printer obviously would be quite useful as well, so I'll get that done. Small printer. I'll just whack that on here. So small printer, medium printer, power source. Which isn't going to work. Oh, it is going to work. Yeah. Oh, don't fall down there. I'm just going to whack this on here. Just get a bit of power. Just turn it off. At this stage of the game you really need to manage your power because you've not got a lot. And I just realised I put that on around the wrong way, so let's just fix that. There you go. That's almost done. So that's using the organic from here. If we turn that off, it will just use the power from the, see how much slower it goes. That's going quite fast. Pretty cool printer though, don't you think? So again, whack that on here. It will automatically line it up for you because of the arrow. And there we go. Let's stick that on. Stick the tethers over that side. Stick that side. And then I think the final thing really is, let me go and get some foliage, organic. So yeah, once you get to this stage, you can pretty much get most of the basic stuff now, because a soil centrifuge you can use to get the resources, so you don't have to run out and dig for resources now. So if I wanted to get resin, for example, I've got a canister full of soil here, so I literally put the canister of soil in here, and then I can go, right, I want some resin, go and put some power on, and what it does is it turns the soil, takes all of the resin out of the soil and gives you resin. So once you get to this stage where you can smelt stuff, you can get the basic resources, you're pretty much ready just to go and do research now, go and find research. So the loop that I would do here I'm just going to turn that off. So the loop that I would do here right now is to focus on the research. So you can either build a vehicle, and maybe I'll cover that in the next one. Vehicles and navigation I think I'll do next. I mean, this is really aimed at people watching back the VODs if they find it. It's not really aimed at viewers because I haven't got any. So yeah, next video will be about navigation, using the stars, and oh, that's just quite a nice place actually. It's quite open. So if I'm on the wrong side of that mountain, that I'm in trouble. Yes, navigation and vehicles, and what vehicles to use. I think I'll end it there, people. Thank you so much for watching.